Hi, welcome back to Tarot Tuesday. I'm Michael. This is Growly, Hisui, and Growly, Kento. I've had to enlist their help to keep my frame upright because I'm running out of wall space. But today the three of us are here to talk about the Hierophant and the Tower. Now, the Hierophant I read as a card of, at its very middle, institution. It's a card of tradition and a card of conservatism. Not in the bad way, not in the American way. And I am American, so I get to make those jokes. But in the way of how one approaches a complicated situation. This is the card that follows on from the Emperor. A card of personal power, and the decision there being whether or not to engage with it appropriately. This is, to me, the card of that institutional power and how one engages with that. Upright, it is a faithful card. It's trusting in the system to do what needs to be done. And it doesn't need to be like the government system, because God knows. But it can be trusting in something that is established. It ain't broke, don't fix it. Whereas reversed, it ain't broke, but can we make it better? Which is the opposite of the Tower in that the thing is broke. Upright, the Tower is a card of sudden catastrophe and chaos. It's the institution collapsing. And reversed, it's read one of two ways reversed. Either it's a near miss, or it is the institution collapsing around someone else. The system has failed them. And to read them as a pair comes down to, how would the Hierophant react to these situations? And to me, it reads as a pair, again, one reversed brings them into a parallel alignment. The Hierophant upright looks at the Tower reversed and knows that the careful execution of these traditional means and motives has ensured that while things are shaken, things have not collapsed. But the Hierophant reversed looks at the Tower upright collapsing around them and realizes that new ideas and new trajectories need to be explored in order to create something new from the rubble. And again, I find it increasingly fascinating how these uprights and reversals keep pairing so well together. And look, one could make the argument that upright and reversed, if paired, upright and reversed aren't all that different. But the fact that it continues to have this level of consistency from one pair to the next, it's just kind of fascinating. And I know I'm taking a very Hierophant reversed view on this myself, because near as I can tell, I haven't seen anyone who's ever actually explored this topic. And if you have, please send me their link so I can make sure that I'm not just talking out of my ass. Probably am. But on the other hand, it is a bit of a Tower upright thing to do. Looking at something new, challenging how it fits the old worldview, and I mean, my mind has changed on the matter. But the only thing left to do now is to continue through the back half of these pairs, which means next week I'll be looking at the Lovers and the Star and trying desperately to not make a Kylie Minogue joke. In the meantime, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next week.